I'm done. I'm done. I really am. I'm done. Like, I'm done arguing. I'm done challenging. I'm done emailing. I'm done texting. I'm done trying. Like, I've been single way too.
Notice that there is nothing you want to do as a woman to please a man and they will be pleased. Okay, men like women that have big butts. Go and do BBL, then you see them shaming you. Oh, men like women that have flat tummy. Kill yourself at the gym. Don't eat. There's problem. Oh, men like skinny women. Skinny, be skinny, and you see them running after women with flesh. Men like dark skinned women or light skin. Let me use light skin. You bleach your skin and you see them running after women with dark skin. Okay? They tell you, oh, we want natural hair. Oh, I want your natural hair. Wear your natural hair and you see them telling you your hair is too short. Oh, we don't want women that is like there's nothing you want to do as a woman to please a man and the man is gonna be pleased. When you're dating or when you're in a relationship or when you're just dating, you're in the dating pool, the kind of energy, the kind of effort you put just to make the relationship work as a woman can be exhausting. There's this woman giving advice to younger women that she was just saying generally that she's tired. She's tired of putting in the energy and the whole work because at the end of the day, what's the point? And she's like, you should also learn as well. Just focus on yourself and do the right thing. Let me show you all the video. Then we'll come back and discuss.
Whoo wee. Listen. Listen. I'm done. I'm done. I really am. I'm done. Like, I'm done arguing. I'm done challenging. I'm done emailing. I'm done texting. I'm done trying. Like, I've been single way too fucking long. I just tried to tippy toe into this dating scene, and I am flabbergasted. I am disgusted. I am set aside. I am grossed out. I am just absolutely happy that I only did this for a small period of time to understand that I am done. Like, I'm not arguing with no man. I'm not challenging no man. I'm not criticizing no man. I'm not emailing. I'm not texting. I don't need closure from, like, I just don't give a fuck. I don't care if you fell asleep on a Thursday and you told me you woke up on a Tuesday and that's why I haven't heard from you. Just, I don't, if there's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it took you 2 days to respond to my text, I don't give a There's nothing that a man can say or do to me, for me, around me, next to me, in front of me, or behind me that will cause me to give a fuck. If it's going to stress me out, if it's going to cause the demise of me, the shorter version of me, the lesser version of me, the unhappy version of me, the stressed out version of me, the version of me that's going to lose sleep, that's going to be stressed out, that's going to cry, that's going to gain or lose weight unintentionally, unsolicited, if it's going to cause me to be anything less than the most amazing person that I have worked to be, then I just don't give a fuck about you. I can't, I won't, and I'm not. So just, men don't know what they want. If you're a plus size woman, it's a problem. If you're skinny, it's a problem. If you have a BBL, it's a problem. If you have a pancake butt, it's a problem. If you broke sitting in front of a 7-Eleven collecting coins with a sign, is a problem. If you are an intellectual with degrees and have your own home and your own money and nice transportation and you're stable, you got good credit, and you have a blueprint of what you want your future to be like for you, your children, and to help your society, your parents, that is a problem. If you're pretty, it's a problem. If you're considered by society standards less than pretty, it's a problem. If you're too tall, if you're too short, if you're too thick,
It's
if
a
you're not thick enough, it's
problem.
a problem. If you're too
Yeah.
quiet, it's a problem. If you talk too loud, it's a problem. If you drive a nice car with a nice emblem, it's a problem. If every 5 minutes your car is breaking down and you call them because you need help, it's a problem. If you have a lifestyle that you absolutely busted your ass to have, because Lord knows that it takes hard sweat, tears, and discipline to have the kind of life that you desire with or without a romantic partner in your space, because this is what you know that you feel and deserve, because there's billions and billions of miles of planet to explore. There's Caribbean islands, there's frozen islands, there's people, there's indigenous people, Hispanic people, black people, white people, all kinds of culture people, and you wish to experience the world before you get married and have children. That's a problem. If you want to stay home and never have a job and just get married and make the man take care of you and give you everything that you need, the lifestyle that you want, and weekly allowance, so that you're not suffering, you're not depressed, you don't feel isolated, you don't feel left out from the world, you feel like you're part of something bigger than just cooking, cleaning, and rearing kids. That's the fucking problem. So why should I fucking devote my time? Why should I question? Why should I need answers? Why am I going to challenge you? If all you want to do is text me WYD and WYA and HRU or Good Morning Queen and Grand Rising Queen, and that's the best version of you, and that's the extent of your mental capacity, then just, I don't give a. If you want to just chat off about absolutely nothing, and you want to sound like a TikTok live every time that we get on the phone and every time that we engage in some sort of conversation, and that is the extent of your capacity language wise, because you don't know how to set up a day, you're not creative enough, you don't have the brain cells, the stems, creativity, the ingenuity to say, let me figure out what this woman likes, what she's into, what she really thrives off of, so I can set up a time in a day that I can plan, that I can set up, that I can spend a little bit of money on, to show this woman that I'm capable of courting and dating. Because no, I'm just weak of a man to actually be something to complement her life, because she's already got it going on her own, and maybe she doesn't, maybe she's struggling, but at the end of the day she's doing it by herself, for herself. So let me see how I could show up. But at the end of the day, you're not that high, because you lack the capacity to even set up a date. So why the should I give a fuck? I'm done giving, done emailing, questioning. I'm just done. There's too many Tyler Perry episodes and movies and shows. There's too many holidays coming up. There's too many reruns of Christmas movies and holiday movies and Halloween movies and costumes to explore and things to do with the kids and my friends and besties and the congregation. There's too much money to make. There's too much planet Earth to explore to give a fuck about you. Your two balls does not give you entitlement to think that I'm supposed to sacrifice and give you all of me just because. I'm done. Just because you're so fucking minimal, you're so blindsided, so short-sighted, so brain small, that even when you want to be intimate sexually with a woman, you don't even have the capacity to protect yourself, to make choices for yourself, for your body, your health, your potential future legacy. You just put it in, and anyone that says yes, you don't even have the self-control, the discipline to understand that you got to be accountable and responsible for your own choices and your decisions, and that you don't fucking strength or the mental know-how or the physical know-how, the financial know-how to know that wherever the you are, community dig, there are things called children that are going to come out of that. But no, you would even put that on the woman, because you don't have strength, you don't have the man in you, the vulnerable in you, the courage in you, the integrity in you, the character in you, to say that I have to be responsible and accountable for my choices, even to the degree where I feel like men have to be babysat by women, down to saying, here, put this thing on so that by mistake you don't imprego me, because you lack the capacity, because you think that when you tell a woman, I don't want to get you pregnant, I don't want to have children with you, you think that somehow fucking way that's birth control. A 2-second verbal conversation, bro, is not birth control. But why would I want to deal with you when you don't even have the capacity to make decisions for you? You don't have a plan for these women. You don't have a blueprint for these women. You don't have a future set up for these women. You don't have stability, leadership, control. You don't have anything for these women. So why the we, me, them care? There's billions of miles of planet to explore. There's billions of people on this planet. There's so many things and experiences to experience that's outside of you, Mr. fucking man. So I'm done challenging, I'm done questioning, I'm done caring, I am done asking, needing closure. I just don't give a my peace, my tranquility, my purpose, my sanity, my fulfillment, and my completion of me, my health, that's my priority. That's my sanctity. So I don't know who you are. I don't know who's listening to this video. And I'm not saying that being with a man in relationship or marriage couldn't be great, but I just tippy-toed into the dating scene after many years of being single. And for all the men that swarmed me, called me, tried to text me, asked for my number, my DMs, and all this shit that I possibly don't even have, I just don't give a fuck. I'm done. I have decided that I'm gonna live my life for the well-being of me. And you can either get on my fucking program or move the fuck out of my way. Because at the end of the day, I have more years behind me than in front of me. And I don't give a fuck what your age is, baby girl, that will one day be you. And as pretty as you might be, as big as your butt might be, as tight as your stomach might be, as small as your waist might be, whatever the fuck it is you think you got going on, prioritize you. Because at the end of the day, even a man is bothered by the fact that you want to explore life and yourself before giving in to children, and being a wife is still a problem. So at the end of the day, just find your fulfillment, your wholeness, your happiness, and your completion in you. Use your own faculties to satisfy you. And we are 100% happy, fulfilled, and being in your single life, your alone life, and not isolated, but just being in the space of your own skin. Then and only then, baby girl, can you possibly, just possibly entertain these men that don't know what the fuck they want, who they are, and where they are. I possibly have reached my epitome. Because this dating scene is nothing but a fucking cesspool of a bunch of men that are fucking confused, living between 1925 and 2025. And I, for it, don't have the fucking time. I don't have the mental energy, the capacity, the time, the sympathy, the empathy to give to none of these men. Because if I had to do the work, if I had to put in the blood, sweat, and tears, then by all fucking means, so do they. So y'all fucking men have got to do better.
There's nothing you want to do as a woman. A lot of people tell you and give you a list of things you should do to have or to keep a man or to make your man good to you or to, in fact, they'll tell you this is what you're going to do to make your man spend money on you. These are the things you need to do. Da, 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 da. If he's not going to do, he's not going to do it. If he does it now, he might not do it later. And the thing is that they are exhausting because those things are not what you want to do as a person. They're just one thing you're doing to get some things in return. You're not being your authentic self. Some women are changing the way they dress, they are changing the way they look just because they want to please a man. That's not eventually, or that's not actually what you want, how you want to be, that's not how you want to look. That's just how you're looking because you're doing it to get a result from a man. Some women are actually, changing so many things, learning so many things, and acting a certain way just because they want to get a man or be or stay in a relationship with a man. A man sometimes will tell you the things that you need to do for him to still be with you. You see men telling you, oh, I don't want my woman to go out. I don't want my woman to makeup. And you that you like makeup, you have to stop doing makeup. And later on, you see him cheating on you with even a makeup artist. So there are a lot of things that you're gonna stop doing and you're going to do eventually that at the end of the day, when you sit down and think about it, these are just draining you. And at the end of the day, it does not worth it. See, if you are doing all of these things and it worth it at the end of the day, probably I don't see a problem with it. You can continue doing it. It's like investing. Okay. But you invest in your time, you invest your energy, your body, and at the end of the day, you don't get anything tangible from it. All you get is waste of time, waste of energy. Like you feel hurt at the end of the day. Most of the time you feel hurt. If you don't feel hurt in the early of the relationship, you feel hurt later on at the end of the relationship. So what can you do as a woman? Focus on yourself. Do you, be you, and have boundaries. Once you know what you want and the things you cannot accept, stick to it. Stick to it and do you. Don't do things just because you want to please a man and stay in that relationship. There is nothing, you guys, there is nothing you can do to keep a man that cannot be kept. Some people are even saying now that there's a lot of videos circulating now on TikTok where women are like, if you don't want your man to cheat on you, make sure he's spending so much money on you. Even though the man gives you all his salary, If it's gonna cheat on you, it's going to cheat on you. Just long and short of it is there is nothing you're gonna do. And the thing is that it is very exhausting. Imagine you staying by yourself, being single and celebrate for a while, and you're like, okay, let me even go to the dating pool and see what's up. And you're seeing that is exhausting. Because getting a proper conversation with a random man is very stressful because most of them don't even know how to have a proper conversation. They don't even know what to say. Some of the time they are like, maybe you should do the talking. Because you know what they want. Because the end goal is for them to just sleep with you and sleep with every other woman as well. That is their end goal. So because they have what they want or they know what they want from you, pretending to act like they're in a relationship with you will tell. And if they've gotten what they want from you and probably they don't want it anymore, they start showing who they are and start misbehaving or start ghosting you and all of that. These are the things that these men do just randomly. If you're in the dating pool, you understand what this video is about because it is exhausting dating. And people nowadays are like, it is exhausting dating men these days because it's like you're teaching them the things they're supposed to do. And if you have gotten to a stage whereby you don't even want to explain and complain and stress yourself, I feel like life is better. But if you're bothered and like, oh, you did not call me all day, you did not check up on me, or how will you tell me your phone died for 48 hours? Da, 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 da. You're worried and you're just going to give yourself heartache. Okay? If they don't show you care, if a man cannot communicate with you in 24 hours, you're not important. Like you're not important, he has somebody else or is not ready for a relationship, you definitely see those red flags. And if you're talking about it and putting yourself in that position over and over again just because you want to have a perfect relationship, it's not going to work. It is exhausting. Imagine you complaining all the time, you didn't do this, you didn't buy me flowers, you didn't get me a gift, you didn't celebrate this, you didn't do, like, it is exhausting. It can be exhausting at a point. You'll get tired and you'll be burnt out and you don't even you don't want to even talk anymore. In fact, you can smell the unseriousness from afar when they switch to that stage. Anyways, guys, what's your take on this video? Let's have conversation down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, Sugar Mara David, and thank you so much for tuning in today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye.